Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmines with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then it vanish. Yeah, I can't stand it. At all the way you move it, see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. Guys playing, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Time to run it all. I wake up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, wet. Tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, wet. Tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, wet. Tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, wet. Tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up.
Good morning all. I have Gardner outside making tons of noise. Probably can hear it through the mic, but hopefully he'll stop soon. So apologies if you can hear that through the mic, but hopefully my speaking will cut the sound out. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, he's been at it all morning, and yeah, let him do his job. Respect to him. Can't hear it? Good. You might hear it. Some people can hear it. Zoom will block it because I think Zoom has that filter on it. So yeah, let me see. I'm all systems go. So what's that, Garner? It's a group of them, man. They're just doing their job. We have to respect that, right? We have to respect that. But we look good. All systems do look good. Yeah, today is going to be Tuesday. Looking at news today, have a little bit of PMI a little bit later on for the USD. Otherwise, a bit of Swiss franc news here at 10:30 in about an hour. Swiss franc obviously can affect euro and stuff like that. But yeah, it's the CPI data coming out. Otherwise, overall, it's pretty clean here. Pretty clean. Nothing really we have to worry about for us London traders. And yeah, let's get into the analysis here. We're going to start off with the daily time frame here. So previous daily breakout candle. Hopefully, a lot of you guys were able to capitalize on this candle here. Nice to see finally GJ break out of the range, right? It is nice to see that, since we were stuck in the range and it was very boring. Once we break out the range, kind of have to be aggressive and look to capitalize, which we were able to do. So New York session gave plenty of options. I would say there's two major options. You had one earlier option, but we could discuss that, and yeah, able to take trades towards the upside. Even in London, late London, lower time frame options, a little bit more advanced trading lower time frame in this zone, since lower time frame is a little bit more complex, but at least New York did give opportunities here. So yeah, now that we've broken out, we did reach my target, which was the 4-hour resistance at around 193.250. We did tap around 500 here, which is where we're getting that rejection from. So now what we did is pull back from that zone. So we had this candle here, never broke the high, and we're pulling back from that zone here. So we can see the pullback from the zone now reaching around this area here. The question is, do we want to bounce out of the zone? Yes or no? Previous daily obviously closing bullish, previous 4-hour closing bearish mix session here, but we filled our selling range. If we look, we do have a little bit left in terms of to get back towards the lows. Otherwise, majority of the range is filled here. Daily resistance has been tapped as well. And yeah, we have tapped the top of the range there quite nicely. So this could be a retest zone here. We could just be retesting to potentially continue up. In terms of lower time frame ranges, we don't really have lower time frame ranges here. We have basically, yeah, we don't really have lower time frame ranges. What we're looking more like is we're looking more lower highs here. So I'm trying to populate what I want to do in this type of zone here. I want to populate what I want to do in this zone. This is about 22 pips here. 30-minute as well, rejecting at the moment. I mean, obviously a close below here can give continuation down, but the thing is, I'm still higher time frame bullish here. Still higher time frame bullish. 1-hour time frame might be cleaner. I'm even considering if we can get a little bit lower to rip this on higher time frame right now as a 4-hour retest. I mean, as a session trade, we could look to capitalize off this clean zone here. This was a zone yesterday that was very impulsive, so I think we could sell in that zone, to be honest. Let's mark this 4-hour support, but this would be the end of the selling move. I would actually look to buy into that because if we can just fill some of this zone here, retest this area, or if we create support, I'd be interested to rip this on higher time frame, stop loss below the 4-hour support, and consider this a retest down to the zone, back inside of our higher time frame zone here. That's my box. Back inside of this zone, and if we can start rejecting, which we're already seeing signs of, then we can just leave this with like a 80-90 pip stop, whatever, to go and retest, because 4-hour did technically close above here, then we pulled back. So if this is going to be a pullback, 167 pips back to the top of the range, maybe could be worth it. So this is something I might consider here. This is something I might consider, but I do want to see more information. Maybe a support formed on 30. honestly, I really wanted to see some continuation now. There was a nice little setup here earlier on, setup 2, to fill the rest of this range here, since this target wasn't tapped down here, this support. So this was quite a nice setup here, gave great continuation in that. So let's see how that what ends up happening here. If we do want to end up selling below this zone to try fill some of the range, could be a quick scalp, but we have to be aware that this could end up being what? This could end up being a pullback into here to continue up further with that breakout confirmed, right? So, you know, technically we have reached target though. You know, that was our first target. What is a little bit confusing is we did end up closing above again, right? So that's what's giving me a little bit of, we did close above again. And is that the same? Normally we have to check multiple broker feeds here to make sure that's the same. Yeah, we are seeing that. So, you know, that is definitely some interesting information, and we'll see what we can do with that and how we can react with that. So yeah, bouncing off daily resistance right now. Let's see how price populates. Let's see how 1 hour candles form here, and we'll see what we can do with it. In terms of 15-minute ranges, we don't really have much 15-minute ranges. It's mostly just lower highs. If we reject this lower high here, it could still continue down. So let's just see what ends up happening, right? Let's see what ends up happening, and then react accordingly. So let's have a look at gold here. Gold, on the other hand, is just trying to resolve this range that we formed yesterday. If you remember, yesterday was bank holiday. We just had a few liquidity grabs in that range, and that's about it. So previous daily, it's not going to have too much weight since it was a bank holiday. So we don't have a top wick on this. Yeah, no top wick on this daily candle here. A little bit sketchy with that 4 hour candle closing bearish here. So you could, I mean, doji, to be honest, with no top wick as well. I'm gonna check my broker because this is looking a bit weird on this data feed here. So previous daily is closing bearish on my broker here. Previous 4 hour closing bearish, no top wick. So we have no top wick on this 4 hour. I would expect a top wick to be made, to be honest. It would make sense for me to see a top wick. Looking at the lower time frames here, that's where the top wick is going to be formed. If we bring back drawings here, this can actually move this down. There's a 15-minute support here that we're respecting. I think it's more important than the 1 hour support, but 1 hour support we can leave on. Yeah, I think the 15 is more important than the 1 hour. 1 hour is being crossed through, no reaction of it. So I'd expect top wick to be made. Yeah, gold's a bit of a mess, man. Gold is a bit of a mess in this range, very messy. Session bias is practically mixed here, but kind of more leading on the bearish side, to be honest, but it's a little bit of a mess at the moment, right? We're seeing ranges be a little bit messy. Daily time frame, yeah, I'm struggling to try to see what to do in this range since we didn't do much from after bank holiday. I think Asian session obviously closed below here to fill this was kind of what we want for London. That would have been a trade option here, closed below. Some of the guys in the group actually took that, which is nice to see. So yeah, close below, break of low, stop loss to continue down, perfect trade. Now I would like to see a top wick be made, and then continuation below here. We do have some supports. I think there's a 1 hour support sitting here as well. We have crossed through it with a wick. Yeah, we need more information here on gold. Let's wait for more information here on gold. Does price just want to start pushing up today? If it does, then how can we manage between those ranges? But if it's just gonna chop like this, I don't really like it chopping in here. I think you're gonna get chopped more than price will chop itself. So I would be careful with that. GBP USD as well, starting to break down to the lows of the range. I talked about more of that bearish bias on GBP USD. Daily candle now, previous did close bullish though. We are breaking current daily candle lows. 4 hour candles is coming towards the support. Ideally, we need a close below the support to get the continuation. Looking at 1 hour time frame, we're pretty close to the target down here, which is this 15-minute here. Obviously, sells below that would make sense if we just trickle down, look to fill that wick and potentially continue and push with volume through this ranges. If not, pullbacks back up to 131.56 resistance form to continue down is what I'm going to look for. We are mixed bias, so buys essentially could make sense back above here, to be honest. It's not crazy since we reached target on 4 hour. So but that's something we'd have to see populate on the chart. So let's mark this, see if there's something on 30. Yeah, let's mark this. We probably need to see something close above here, which just go ahead and draw something like this, 15. So yeah, if something can close above this zone here, then yeah, maybe we can look for that continuation towards the upside and see a little bounce out of this zone. 1 hour time frame as well would flip bullish, or maybe it won't happen in this 1 hour, but at the time you take that, definitely 1 hour candles would be bullish, right? So that's something I'll be looking at. And yeah, that's basically going to be the plan here in the market. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do and look for here, just in case this happens. We can set a little alert here in case we're looking at something. Breaking down here will take some time, so I'm not too worried about that. And yeah, GJ at the moment did create a support, did close above key level here. So now we need to wait and see. This is quite, in terms of 15-minute time frame today, we don't really have 15-minute ranges. We need some sort of a structure to form in here. The only thing I see is higher time frame here. Higher time frame, if we can push down a little bit more, maybe down to 191.665. From 191.665, if we can retest that, I'd actually be interested in buys higher time frame. Higher time frame based on 4 hour. I'll look this to play out over the next couple session or days here, right? So I would try that. Obviously more risky buying bearish momentum. I also have to keep in mind that higher time frame, we're not fully bullish just yet. This is just could be a pullback move here, so I need to be very cautious about that as well. But would it be worth a shot? Potentially yes, especially with if we can get somewhere down here, 47, 48 pips. Potential upside if we can reject is around 160. So yeah, hell yeah, I think it's worth a shot, especially after yesterday. I have profits to play with beginning of month. I can give myself that shot and not go negative for the month, If I didn't have profits to play with, I'd probably just stick to session trades maybe, I just got stopped out there. Where did you take a buy though, right? There's nowhere to take a buy just yet. If you're in buys from yesterday, then should be break even once we tap 4 hour resistance minimum or fully secured. Remember, your target was this, man. This is your target, right? I know you want continuation, but continuation, will have pullbacks, and you need to be in from a position that can afford pullbacks. And I think the best position to be in is from the range here, right? From somewhere inside the range if you're going to try that approach. So yeah, let's have a look at the guys' plans here in the group as well. Would like to run through them and have a look at them. So let's start off with this plan here. So yep, daily candle does have a top wick on my broker, so I'm not too worried. Make structure for buys. I think it's a little bit hard. Sells below 1 hour is hard because 15-minute is there as well, right? If you check, the 15-minute is there. So I think it's a little bit choppy range here to make a plan, but you've done your best with what we could see here. This is UJ plan here. Looking for below the zone. Let's have a look here. Can't see. Shitty layout. Buys above, back inside the range. What time frame is that on? A 1 hour? I think that would be too late for buys if that happened during a session. If that happened during a session, that's too late for buys. Looking only for buys. Since session bias is bullish, and you'd be looking for sells below 146. I think by the time we get below 146, it's also out of session. Too much of a push to buy above here and sell below here. Your setups have to come where we are right now in order to take a trade. So yeah, but plan does make sense in terms of overall stuff. GU here, probably looking at the same. Choppy looking, yeah. Remember, again, you want to stop focusing on the range peripheries. That's something I've noticed. You're only comfortable trading outside of the range and inside of the and outside of the other range. But if this price action here could be enough for you to take a trade, right? Always try to get in from closer to the source rather than at the peripheries. Peripheries are good, but when the range becomes big enough to trade and clean enough, right? Remember yesterday, bank holiday, so don't worry about this chop. It's not done on volume, right? If this moves cleanly now and then we get a clean move back up, then yeah, that will be a tradable range, right? So that's something we have to consider, right? But otherwise, plan is fine. With GJ, same as Claudio plan, gonna take set up 2 back above here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Not gonna look for sells. Yeah, that's fine. This is GU plan. Sell below the range. Sell below. I don't like these sells below here. I really dislike that sell. I think that's way too close to 4-hour support. You know, it's just like we could, that's a whole rejection zone that becomes, you know, that's a whole rejection zone. Sells below here makes sense at the time, yes. Gold, bullish bias. It's not bullish bias, but I guess your broker is showing that. Some brokers are mixed. Yeah, buys would make sense where you have it, above that 15-minute, yes. But now that we push down, it's a little bit different. Do you plan sells looking for buys above? Yeah, that's that counter trend above 1-hour support. Yeah, I like that. Mixed bias, not strong 4-hour, daily flip, close 1 hour below the, above the zone. Yeah, I think this is a little bit tough range here. Also, bias is not 100%. Check your broker. Just one plan, only trading gold today. I would say pick a pair if you're going to trade one pair today, which looks like gold. I would say pick something cleaner. I don't think gold is the cleanest, right? So stick to something that's cleaner. This one looks okay here, same plan. Yeah, buys above here I guess are going to be an option if price can with volume push through this. But yeah, I think that's your best option. Yeah, obviously the buys up here would be nice, maybe buy NY. And yeah, so good plans, good plans. Happy with the plans here, to be honest. Happy with the plans for sure. So yeah, that's the analysis, guys, and all of the run through here this morning. Appreciate everyone showing up. How much we got? 300 people in here. If we could do the YouTube business, you know the drill. If we can do the YouTube business, which is leaving a like on the stream, you know the drill. Hate to say it, but part of the game. Can get the likes up to 150, would appreciate it. Let's put the scam likes in chat as well. Finding value, good, good, good. I'm kind of holding till 200 pips. All right. Good luck with what you're holding. First time viewer, welcome, welcome. Is it possible to make 10% monthly trading? Yes, but not every month, right? Because your month will fluctuate. Trading gains fluctuate. Some month you might, some month you might make what? You might make 20%. Imagine that. Some month you might make 3%. So it's gonna you know, it's gonna depend. Mr. Analysis just joining. Yeah, it's pretty in-depth analysis. Wonder if sells will make sense here for a scalp. We'll have to be aggressive with the sells since higher time frame can still be bullish, but this is a clean zone to fill. If this candle can close below here, let's see what 5 minutes is saying. 5 minute would also break below structure. Let's see here, 5 minutes for this candle to close. I don't like the size of the stop loss though. Sarah Breeden's speech will affect something on GBP? Not that I imagine, no. So yeah, let's see what we can do with price action here today. It's quite tough to look for buys on lower time frame when you have lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, because you need a proper change of structure, right guys? because we can't just keep buying. We can't buy randomly with all of these lower highs, right? So that's why I wanted to dip into this zone, and higher time frame I can take it because we need to fill some of this zone. Otherwise, you know, if you just randomly press buy here, could work, but again, I think you'll need a wider stop loss, you know, and you might have to hold some drawdowns. So for higher time frame buys, I'm looking for it to come into this zone. Any type of rejection from inside of this zone, I'll look for buys back towards the upside based on 4-hour time frame. It's going to be my plan there. If not, like buying right here is a problem because it could come up here and fail, right? But maybe you could try it to get up to here and see what happens. But then you just risk, because it could react off this 100%, tap you, break even, and then still continue up. You know, so we have to see. Unfortunately, lost 50% of a 20k personal account so far this month from overtrading. It's only been the first day of the month, brother. It's only been the first day of the month and you're down 50%. It's unfortunate that you're down 10k, but it's mind-boggling that out of that 10k you're willing to lose at in the market, you don't, right? You don't want to pay $55 or something to be in an environment that will stop you from that stuff. So it's kind of like you're signing yourself up for failure, you know what I mean? So you have to realize this is not a gambling game. This is not a game to come in and do some bullshit. Like, that should never happen. With basic risk management in place, you can avoid that from happening. You know, so I would say, you know, just have some basic risk management at least. And stop investing more money, you know, and actually, you know, invest in things that are going to get you better. Then you avoid this, you know. On the GJ daily support, is it a problem below yours? Maybe a problem. Wait, is it a little bit below yours? Is a little bit below yours? Is it? Yeah, it is a little bit below mine. I'm not sure why I marked this. We can mark this as a zone. Oh, this was this previous support up here. Yeah, this 1 hour zone. We can move it down. This is reacting off this 15 at the moment. Either way, sorry, we did tap it. So I mean, if we could get a change of structure from down here, something like this, it pops up, fails, and then gets above here, I don't really care too much about this. I would try that buy. I would try that buy back up, you know, with mixed session here. But I can't just buy off one random candle. Only other way I can buy as well is a 1 hour candle closing bullish. So if this next 1 hour candle closes bullish, looks clean on a 1 hour, I can put here stop loss below the 1 hour candle, and that's it, right? Pretty straightforward for me. So that's another time frame I can do it. 30-minute, I don't think that's the case. No, 30-minute we have to worry about this, but buys above here on 30-minute can make sense, which is also lining up with this little high here yesterday. So that's another option. So yeah, I guess just a little bit of waiting at the moment, but you know, there could be some options form on the chart here. I mean, ideally on GEO, we want pullbacks to sell from up here, right? Remember my high time frame analysis, guys, in the exclusive for sells long term, right? Talking about the swing. That would be an effect, right? That would be an effect right now. What do you think of USD JPY in terms of analysis? Just seen Steam at Walmart and he said hello, I didn't respond. Damn. YouTube business done. Thank you. Spread on DAX moves mad 7 pips, but after Frankfurt 1.8. Yeah, you wanna only trade DAX unless you can accommodate for spread, you know. After Frankfurt open is always better. What do you think about gold? We did gold analysis beginning, right? Beginning of the stream. Check it out. It's just ranging at the moment. Be very careful. Don't get stuck in the chop. No one wants to be chopped. Hope this new month is fruitful for you, Harry. Yes, so far, thank God, you know, it's been pretty good. I started off the month with a win, and that's always a good thing to do, right? Have 2 wins of the month. I posted my trades in Harry's trades just in case you guys want to compare your own analysis. They came after stream. We took one on stream, the break-even trade, which was correct. After stream, a little scalp, and then NY, a classic setup that you guys all know. Just a setup one in NY we had. You guys all know this setup, right? Pretty straightforward. Close above the range for continuation. Pretty textbook setup we have. A little bit risky at the highs, but in GJ in a breakout, I rather take an option. It follows the plan. It's just risky, no pullbacks. But when GJ is breaking out, it's breaking out. I think a lot of people become scared to buy the highs, and they just miss out the move. But if you're okay with missing out the move because you want to wait for more confirmation, then yeah, that's fine. Just give me 1 sec. I have to go do something quickly. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Let's see what price wants to do here. Hopefully this next 1 hour can close bullish. We'll have a setup too on the 1 hour. That could be something we try higher time frame. Unfortunately, stops would have to be a little bit big here, but target is worth it, I guess. 64, yeah. I think EJ and EJ the same, but they'll have the same moves, different prices. Not always. They're not always the same. Bro, have you seen what happened? Yes. Man, still talking about that. You got a new trader. You're new to here. Welcome, welcome. Shahir, hey man, hope you're well. You trade live every NY with the private group? Yes, we do trade live every NY with private group. Same members in Zoom now, holy moly. Oh, it's been like that. Last month it was like that as well. It was like that last month though. I think our peak is 70. 70 is record in there. Stream record, I think 900. Bro is losing viewers day by day. Thank you, thank you. My question to you, bro, is every time you come on stream, you like to send these hate comments. Your strategy is not good. Your risk to reward. Your blah, blah, blah. Why do you show up day to day? That's my question. I'd just like to understand. Yeah, Pinnacle investing on point, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. If we're gonna lose viewers, then we need to lose people like you. It'll be worth it, right? He likes you secretly? Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like people who are envious and stuff. You do it on Discord for NY in the private group? Yep, we have the live chat. Helping them get rich, they just don't want to mint it? Probably, yes. I have a headache today. I feel guilty missing a session stream. What should I do? Take the day off, man. No one, it's not going to harm anyone, right? Right? Yo, bro, what mistake do you see traders do that cause them to lose a lot more? I think this is a pretty simple one. I think traders will forget to focus on their plan and focus on a small mistake or a small thing that's putting them off taking the trade and end up not taking the trade and FOMOing to something else. It's clinically proven. There are studies online that prove that people rather avoid the loss than pursue a win. And they find ways to avoid a loss. So you're going to be focusing on the small nuances that everything else follows your plan, but you're like, but there's that. There'll always be that but, and that will obviously cause you not to take trades and make you very confused in the market. So I think that causes traders a lot of losses. No worries, Princess. Always welcome anytime. And now he doesn't come in the chat, huh? He doesn't come in the chat. Bro, what's your opinion on Funded Next competition program? Not sure, haven't looked into it. Bro, I'm new to this channel. Do you teach trading? Yeah, you can see my ideas. I share experiences, right? So I share my experience. Which trading strategy is the best? The one that is proven over time and can generate profits consistently is the best, not the hype. And yeah, but if he's talking about us, you know, streamers, viewers going down, that's the same for the whole streaming industry. It's summer months. Many people are out of it. They're not trading. They are, you know, they're just, you know, taking a little bit of a relax. So of course we'll see less people. Obviously as well, since I show realistic trading, people want to get bored of realistic trading because they want to be in it for the hype and just to gamble a bit. So there's a difference between gambling. If I want to stream to gamble, there'll be more people who are going to show up because more people enjoy gambling, right? But if I show up as well to show consistency over time, less people are going to want to stick with that. They rather follow some lifestyle influencer, right? And then they'll find out after that, right? But I've just noticed overall streamers' views are down, you know. I've spoken with some other guys. It's just how it is. It's just how market cycles work. But it's September. Yeah, man, you have to realize a lot of people quit as well, right? Towards the end of the year now, people have quit. They don't want to pursue anymore. They're jumping from strategy to strategy. And, you know, they just end up quitting. I'm in a pickle. GU took on 1 hour based on my plan. Now not sure what to do with this wick. Thanks for the image. Yeah, I mean, now it reached your target, right? So this is TP1. You have to do what you know, you have to manage it at that spot. If you trust it to continue down, then you can only manage this trade in a loss, which will be something closing back inside of the range. If something closes back inside the range, you can manage it. If not, there's no, you know, there's no way that you can manage it. Only other way is obviously break even if that's something you want to put, which would be at the support, right? So if we just start reacting off the support, nice thing is you have a lot of ranges here to protect your trade, right? So you have this zone here, you have a 15-minute zone here. So I'd say if something's closing above here, it's probably game over. If we can just melt through the support, then yeah, you'll be fine. So that's the two ways to manage. So it's either you choose to go break even and say that's it, I'm done. If anything rejects this support right now, if you trust it to go down, then you can only manage if something closes back above here. So no mention of wick on 1 hour. Yeah, obviously there's no top wick. High chance it can make a top wick, but that's where you make the decision. You know, if it makes a top wick and reflips, you'll still be in, but if it makes a top wick, you'll be out break even, right? Because that's literally where your entry is. So your choice is, do I want to get out break even since 1 hour target has been tapped, right? 1 hour target has been tapped, or do I want to allow it to have the chance to make a top wick? But if you do give it the chance, the only way you can manage is something closing above here. That's the earliest you can think of management. I'm learning Forex, so this channel might help. It will help. I recommend you go take my course. It costs $0. It's on my channel for free. So go ahead and do that. A lot of people like it. 8 months ago we posted it. 53K views. Free course on my YouTube channel. Setup 1 might be cooking on GJ. It's possible. It's possible. Where would you start looking for buys on GJ? Honestly, I want to look for buys inside here, if I'm being honest. Right? I want to see price dip into this zone here and I take buys based on higher time frame. Like, I'm even contemplating selling GJ once it closes below here as a session trade. like 11 minutes, if this can close below this daily resistance here, previous daily resistance, could be quite nice. Gold still ranging. Why does your daily resistance look different on GJ? Not sure, man. Let's see on a different broker. This one's a little bit higher, eh? I'm gonna check my my broker in terms of my actual broker and base it off that. Yeah, so we're kind of just sitting at daily support right now. There's just a gap. I wonder if this wants to push here and we'll need to execute on lower time frames. See how 5 minute is closed. 5 minute close right at no bottom wick. Same on my broker, no bottom wick. I can't take this without a bottom wick right now. It has no top wick. Yeah, that's the problem with the 15 minute, right? But once the 15 closes, we don't have to worry about no top wick. So if it can just chill for like 9 minutes, we get maybe a 5 thunderstorm, that'll be fine. That will be fine. Have you ever tried indicator strategy like EMA crossing? It's all lagging, right? It's all lagging. I think the only time you should use moving averages is in higher time frames as reference points, not as full confirmations. It's more reference because remember, it's lagging. Lower time frames, I think it's a mess. Does have a wick on IC anyway, it's just small. I don't see a wick on IC here. Let me zoom in fully. Okay, that's way over exaggerated zoom. Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah. It is very small, yeah. So I guess if that has a wick, then we can enter on 5 thunderstorm. Gold breaking above 4 hour, buys on 1 hour look good. I don't personally like gold, but yeah, if your plan is on 1 hour, let's see what you're basing on 1 hour. Yeah, still choppy for me, but I get what you're trying to do. But you'd probably have to run stops below the whole range, you know, and then watch this range here, 18 pips away, you know. But this is very choppy. Kind of needed to create some. I'd like to ask, what made you decide to trust your IC chart over any other chart? Just data, history. Like, always trust your brokerage feed because that's what your stop loss will actually be based on, right? Like my stop loss, if I take a trade now and on here I show you guys stop loss above this candle here, my broker might look slightly different, so I would adjust it based on my broker. Simon, what to look for when once it reaches it? No, this would not be a supply zone. We've already tapped it and that was the reaction from it. So it's invalidated now. You already had a reaction from that zone. Look. That's it. Ended up creating a resistance and now it's continuing down. So no, it wouldn't be considered. Now you're focusing on this, the support, right? Alright, if it doesn't want to close candle under support, sell it before it closes below is better. It's not the way I like to trade, but yeah, if you rely on the impulsive entry right now, then yes. Only other way is we can get potentially a thunderstorm, which we can populate half on a thunderstorm maybe, depending on how the 5 closes. If 5 closes strong bullish like this, that's out the question. That is out the question. 5 closes weak, potential, yeah. What's meaning of thunderstorm? It's one of our setups that we have. You can check our setups on the YouTube channel. Just type thunderstorm, right? Any concept you don't understand and want the basic overview, you can just type. So you come here to the search, type thunderstorm, right? Thun, well, obviously not in caps, but that should be enough. Never mind. Thunderstorm, there you go. The thunderstorm video. So let's see how this 5-minute candle is closing here. Yeah, a bit too strong. Yeah, but we'll see here. 11 seconds. If it can close weaker like this, starts to look better. Need a top wick on this current 5-minute. Yeah, potentially half on break of low. We'll see how this goes. Why are you ignoring? Brother, you've asked about 7 questions in the last maybe 5 minutes, and I've answered every one, and now I'm concentrating on my own trading. If that's okay, I'll get to your questions. Don't you worry about that. And your question is, why don't you read volume while you trade? Because I can see volume with time. No, minute 15 or 5 is closed below. Yeah, but based on what we've been seeing, momentum. Based on momentum could be an option here. See the reaction here. Actually, it hasn't broken that wick on my broker. That's very interesting. Has it broken the wick on your broker? On mine, it hasn't. FXCM is not what you have to watch. We're watching FXCM in front of it. You have to watch your brokerage. Two minutes, I wonder if we can survive. I'm gonna enter, 1 sec, I think I just missed it. Okay, I didn't. So yeah, on rebreak of the lows, it's tight with time here, 2 minutes. Can we survive just 2 minutes here? I just want a clean 15 close below. Can we just get a clean 15 close below? Can we get a clean 15 close below? This is tough because we've been seeing it push last 2 minutes before the close. We do have a thunderstorm, but I really do like to wait for the close here. News in 2 minutes not important? No, not too important here. Swiss franc news. One minute 20 seconds here. I think I'm just gonna wait at this point. If it goes, it goes. If you want to enter half right now before the close, that's up to you. It's too close for me. If this rejects last 1 minute, I'll be annoyed. But I mean, half risk could be okay here. We'll have to see. Last 1 minute. I'm just gonna try stick this out here, guys. stick this out for 1 minute, but it seems like it's doing exactly what I did. Man, it's so tough when it's so close towards the close. It's so tough. So tough. I hate this. Like literally couple of seconds before the close, huh? We're talking 46 seconds. And now it's already done the push I wanted here. 6 pips up already. So hard. I guess you just have to rip it literally a minute before the close. And if the next candle opens up and freaking flies up, you're done. So this is where it's hard. But let's see how the next candle opens here. And then we're still okay. 17 seconds still looks okay here. We have around 13 pip range. Stop loss can be here around 19 pip. Oof. We'd have to see if we can get a top wick entry here, to be honest, if it's going to make sense risk to reward wise. So let's see a nice little top wick. Yeah, no bottom wick on this candle here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to enter... Never mind, it's flipping already. Let's see if we can get a little bit higher here, boys. A little bit higher. I wanted my entry at the top here. I wanted my entry at the top, but I didn't get it. Flipped too fast. Yeah, I just missed everything here. That was nice. No top wick. My plan was to get in a little bit higher so that we could get the flip here, right? No bottom wick, sorry. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, it happened fast. It's okay though. I mean, this top wick here, it's very hard to say I'm going to rip it right then. Right? Like you saw it. So we wanted a deeper top wick here so that we could just sell on the top wick with no bottom wick on this candle. That means that there's a high chance for it to flip. Now that it's flipped, it could pull back this. If we're looking at range here, we don't have much range, right? We don't have much range. We have about 12 pips to the lows here. You know? So the range is not the biggest, but this is now just setting up for my high time frame potential buys. My high time frame potential buys setting up. We could get setup 3 though. That's possible. We'll see though. We'll just have to wait here. What's this? B here. Yeah, I mean, you just kind of want to reach the 4-hour support. Is this, did you get positive risk to reward on this? Yep, you just about get it. Nice. Yeah, I'd say you could safely... Yeah, I think that would be, you know, not a bad spot as we come back into that support zone. I went in on the 5-minute. Yeah, I said there was an option on the 5-minute if you wanted to take it then. But I would be more aggressive because you're only in half risk on 5-minute. Because if you're going to enter early, you probably want to play it safe. And you want to enter there on the you know, half risk option. Right now I can take a setup number 3. But remember, this is coming into my buying zone here. So... any other option, if we get retest to the highs, now that we've broken the lows, I could take a little nice retest entry here. If we can get a little bit higher, I could take a retest entry right now. So let's see if we can get a little bit higher. I'll be able to take retest entry, maybe somewhere around here, 771. And I'll just take that to potentially continue down here. Retest of DR, something like that. If we can get a nice little retest of the daily resistance, we'll look to try that. So I'm looking somewhere in my box here. Somewhere in my box, if we can retest my box, I'll look for that. One minute, no top wick here. You actually want this 5 to close bullish so you can get a thunderstorm. So hopefully this 5 can flip and close weak bullish. Otherwise, this is a weird close. But yeah, didn't reach my box. Near to 1-to-1. If I can get in from up here, I have a 1-to-1. If I just take it like this, guys, I'm trading negative risk to reward FOMO entry. My target here is 13 pips. My stop loss is 24 pips. It makes no sense. It's just for YouTube hype. Like, if you guys want to take a trade, just take it to be hype. You know, but make sure to manage your risk of a 24 pip stop loss, not a 13 pip target. Right? So make sure you're doing that. Should be hard on that zone, let it test, up to you. If you don't mind letting it loose, then just let it hit SL, right? Manage with something closing above. Yeah, I probably think being aggressive in these market conditions is going to be a bit rewarding going off that 5 minute. And you see how aggressive you have to be with nothing closing below daily resistance, not even a 5 minute. You have to go and trust that 1 minute close below. The 1 minute close below here and then the pullback, that's the only thing that you can trust in this. Geo continuing down as well. All right, we tapped the 4 hour here on GJ. So that's target tapped. So if I can see rejection from here, I'll look for buys, to be honest. I'll look for buys. Yeah, if you guys took it on the 5 minute, like I said, then yeah, this should be your option, done and dusted with it. You tap target here. You had around the 18 pip stop loss. It had about a 90 pip push. So that's about it. You know, that's about it. It touched my TP but not taken. Why is that? Because of spreads. Yeah, 5 minute I think was the only option, but I'm not too pissed because I would have only gone half risk on that, so it's a little half risk win, you know. But yeah, let's, you know, we have to keep that for note. Interesting price action to see, you know, that hey, no close below, but 5 minute gives the option. Unfortunately, I was very close to getting my retest entry, just missed my retest entry by a little bit, you know. That's all good though. I can handle that. This exact thing happening to me. After that, I have no confidence for another trade. Maybe because there's no option. It's not confidence, it's that there was no real clear option here. Yesterday, I took a 15-minute confirmation close above. Pretty simple trade. I waited for my confirmation, got a clean trade. That's the trade we took yesterday. Today, I was waiting for that same confirmation with 1 minute for the candle to close. I made a last-minute decision to say, hey, I'm going to wait 1 minute for the candle to close. Just 1 minute. But again, 1 minute was enough for price to push down and not give me an entry. And I can't be pissed at that because I made that decision. because I really want to be entering full risk trade rather than, hey, let me just give a shot. Again, if like, that's why I talk about the option on YouTube, because I know a lot of people are here for hype and I need to get in a trade, I need to get in a trade. So that's why I told you guys, just take it, right? But for me, it's not about needing to get into a trade, it's also needing to make money. And I don't want to keep taking half risk options here and there, losing 0.5%, making 0.5%, and then, you know, you take a full risk loss. It doesn't make sense. So that's why I just wanted to close. Now obviously we've got follow through here. It's nice to see follow through. This is something we were lacking yesterday, right? I would have got my 1-to-1 in this, but yeah. Yeah, that's a shame I didn't get my top wick area. It came close though. You take the UJ one. Oh, it just happened. You have bottom wick on broker? No bottom wick, that's why I wanted previous break of low. I guess if you're relying on this being Japanese weakness, then yes. Just be careful. But you do have 5-minute structure here, which is fine, right? At least you have that to protect, which is good. I got the sharp long entry at 1. I don't think, yeah, it's almost you know, getting to it. But yeah, I mean, this is just the option of taking it on 5-minute today, and that's what I'm gonna note for myself. Hey, there was an option, 5-minute scalp sell, 1 minute before candle open, so you have to do it. But remember, when you're taking those type of sells, there's a high chance that next candle can open and absolutely rip, make a top wick, and you get stopped out, right? So you have to realize that you have to accept that risk as well, which is why I would have gone half risk, but was fumbling and wanted just to go full risk on the close below. I was really looking for that, just to go full risk on close below. Would have been a lot nicer. Or we get retest entry, then risk to reward makes sense, right? Stop loss above here, 19 pips for 1921 pips, which makes sense. Because again, I'm not here on YouTube to give some type of hype. Random entries. I'm here to make money. And if I'm gonna do that, I need to get certain things. How valid was that DR? Pretty valid, man. Pretty valid. You can see how many times we've reacted off it since the range. Look at it at daily and you tell me how valid that is, where we broke out and how we were reacting. Because either way, this is the first candle that's closing below anyways. Right? This one here. So you can't take this one anyways, no top wick. So you're not taking that anyways. The 5-minute, yes, which we were looking at. I just couldn't seem to get in, but that's up to you guys. You guys should have taken that if it was in your thing. So everyone in YouTube chat as well, if you wanted to take the 5, I gave you the option. Free signals. It's basically free signals. I literally said, listen, you want to go on 5, take the 5. Many people in our group ended up taking it. And yeah, they should be out or secured. Quite a few people. How many people in the exclusive took the 5-minute option? I'm sure quite a few. And that's just saying, yeah, I want to give it a shot. GH took it, Kyle took it, Gmail took it. See, a lot of people taking it, and that's the beauty of people making their own decision. Dale took it, nice. Sianda, amazing. Look how many people took this position. This is great. This is great. This is great. So you can see, like, there's options to take. After yesterday, you know, I don't even need to be in a rush to you know, I did without hesitation, what, on 5 minutes? On 15 actually. Why? The range was 13 pips towards downside. That was the whole reason we wanted a little bit higher. Should have mentioned then why, what you were seeing. Be at DR. There's no DR there. There's 4-hour resistance. No, there's 4-hour resistance. Unless this broker's fucked me up again. Let's see. 4-hour here. No, it's right. Look. 14 pips, yeah. 25 pips stop loss, yeah. Have you backtested tight stop loss? Yeah, it wins only 50% of the time with tight stop loss. It is what it is. I love your discipline. Oh, thanks, man. No need to donate. Don't need to donate, but I appreciate it. I don't need. You can keep it. Lovely first trade of the month. Yeah, congrats all that took that. What's this? Nice. Yeah, 5 minute was the option. %50 win rate with what RR depends, man. It changes. It changes on the position. Sometimes you can get more, sometimes you can get less. Some months it's only 30% win rate, you know, because it just depends on if we have volume or no. I've seen every time I'm confident with the trade proper setups, I tend to go BE. With the current trade, I decided to take profit with the negative RR. Not sure what I should do to fix this. Yeah, stop going BE. Obviously, is going to be the easiest way to fix it unless there's a reason. Like, there was no reason to go BE until we reached a level here, one of these levels. And once it reached those levels, we had follow through with volume. So you don't really have to worry about much, right? You don't have to worry about much once we had volume to push through. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. So that would make sense. And then take profit when you reach, like, at minimum your 1-to-1, or if it's at a major level, you know, like, look at what it did at the 4-hour support. Literally, we just had this push through here on the 4-hour support, right? Check that out. Boom, push through. So take profit on that push through. Or if it just taps 4-hour support and start rejecting, then just go break even. You have no choice to secure. But if you took it based on the 5 minute, you're at your 1-to-1. 19 pip target, and stop loss here was about 18 pips. So you've hit 1-to-1 secure, right? You've done your job. You're not closing negative risk to reward. That's not negative. What would you call this trade? Thunder impulsive? Yeah, very impulsive because you've had no closures below, right? But it has. I feel like for more volume today, you could have tighter SL above 5 minute with squeeze. Yeah, but how can... Remember, last week there was been no volume. The week before, no volume. This is the first 2 days of the month we've seen volume come back. So it's very hard to say if there'll be volume or not, right? So that's where the trick is. That's why it's going to be tough, right? Hi, I just want to say thank you for being so genuine. Just because of you, I passed my 10K phase 1. Now going to work towards phase 2. Congrats. Amazing work, man. Hope everything goes well with that. Hope everything goes well with that. going to be interesting to see if this candle is going to reject or what's going to happen. But this is good for me. This is nice to see aggressive options working, you know. How many guys in YouTube chat took it on the 5-minute break here? 5-minute break. How many guys are new in YouTube on the 5-minute break? Leave a like for yourself. That's really good. If you caught that, make sure you managed risk, all of that stuff. And that was clean, right? Paid off today, the 5-minute break. And see, no one took it in YouTube. Okay, a few people. All of the OGs took it on YouTube, but the people who are here just for signals obviously didn't, right? Because they're waiting for me to say, I'm in, right? Am I right, YouTube chat? I caught you, all you guys. We're lacking. Yeah, I think if you wait for the safer option, but I'm very surprised that you guys on YouTube are waiting for the safer option, because most of the on there are itching to take a trade. So if you're itching to take a trade, then I would imagine you just take it based on what? You just take it based on randomly entering or aggressive entries, as that's the stuff you guys like. I took it but closed early due to no bottom wick. Which one didn't have? You mean note? Yeah, the bottom wick didn't flip. If we do look for buys on GJ, can this 15 no bottom be trusted? Yeah, because you base it on 4 hours, so stops would be bigger than just a 15. If we do look for buys on GJ, yeah, we've come pretty deep though, so we need to see some sort of reaction, right? We're seeing this support formed right now, but this could just make another lower high, and this we could actually just start dumping. Remember, we're not as bullish higher time frame as we used to be on GJ. So this could easily close below the support, and that's it, game over. Because your stop loss will not be below a support, it's below just this zone here. So we could actually see price just say, okay, that's it, game over, we're done. We're done. Because how many times, like, you don't see this often. You don't see price do this often, where we go up, we come down just to go back up. You see what I'm saying? It's very unlikely. Gold is here in the range. Looks like it might want to retest 500. You have a little resistance here. Buys above here could be an option, but 500's break even. We're still in the range. I'll be careful with the range. Be careful with the range. So yeah, gold moving through here. Have to see how it reacts at this zone, right? So this is the danger zone. Kind of where, you know, your entry would try to be above here. I'd say if the riskiest profile trade today is going to be gold because of how messy it is in the range here. But it still is an option above, right? Still is an option above. Professional gambler, thank you for calling me a professional. That's very nice of you. Hi, how would you look to go long on NAS? I'm not sure. I haven't analyzed NAS. Why don't you ask in the exclusive? I see your question there much faster. 4 hour close below here. Current 1 hour creating a range, breaking above the 1 hour range at the moment. I would say it's a little bit 4 hour retesting. I'd say probably wait for 1 hour close. Setup one could be an option here. If not, looking to get actually in for sells once we start breaking down supports, to be honest. But yeah, I'd say setup one at the moment. Why is bro still hating? Just focus on you, man. This guy obviously is lifeless. He has nothing better to do with his life and has to stay behind a keyboard, right? He just doesn't have anything going for him, unfortunately, which is sad. Maybe hopefully he'll find something he's passionate about or finds a way to get better, you know, and then maybe he will see some sort of improvement. Still watching stream for the last 1 hour. Yeah. I missed gold. What was your plan on gold? I don't think you missed gold, to be honest. You just rejected from that resistance. Buy above 15 structure. I don't think that's the best buy, man. I think long term you lose this trade. 3 pips to here. Like, what are you? 12 pips to here. Stop loss 25 pips. Nah, man. Don't make it. Don't say it's, you know, good. I don't think you would have done much with that trade, man. Look at the stop loss here. Stop loss was 25 pips. It moved 15 pips only. Now you're back at break even. What are you going to do with that? All right, London opened here. 1 hour candle closing at support, right? Yeah, 1 hour candle closing at support here. 30-minute candle in this zone here. How did GU's candles close here? Pulled back into the range, grabbed liquidity from the lows. Interesting. 1 hour no bottom wick on GU. Same on broker. I expect there to be a bottom wick. These buys still make sense. This could be a liquidity grab from the daily low, right? We can grab liquidity from the daily low right now. Here, flip up, close bullish. This daily could pull back a little bit more. So we can keep an eye on that. Gold 1 hour close here. Based on 1 hour, if it breaks the high, it looks like it wants to continue a little bit further. If you're going to take this on a 15-minute, yeah, let the 15 close above, I would say. GJ is still cooking for potential buys we might see from this zone here. Potential buys we might see. I think if we can close something back above the daily resistance, I'm going to be interested higher time frame buys. If not, if we want to continue down this bearish trend, let's see where we can look for sells. Let's start marking up, because if this just wants to break down, we can continue selling this, no problem. 1 hour support is here. Yeah, I'd say below this support, I guess. Yep, that looks clean below here. 24 pip range. Yeah, I think your sells will be below here, but as long as we respect that, should be okay. I hate it when it happens. Let's see what happened. Ah, man. This is why I close manually always. Always close manually. Yeah. I just like closing manually, you know. You won't have time it to split sec, but I mean, if it tapped the line, you just close, even if your execution comes here. You know, because you know it tapped your target. This TP obviously was a target, right? If it was just a random TP, yeah, it sucks. But yeah, nothing much you can do about that, to be honest. What's this, break even? Yeah, break even. A little bit drawdown you held. Was that on purpose? Management stop loss? Or did you get slipped? On purpose? Okay, then it's fine. Thinking about buys on gold make more sense above 1 hour support. Let's have a look. Yeah, 500 is going to be a target here, guys. So any buys above here, 500 is going to be an important watch zone. You know, that is like our mid-range. We see a lot of inconsistency. Supports held above that. Yesterday, I don't really count this stuff. This is more liquidity grabs on bank holiday. Mess up traders who have FOMO and need to trade USD pairs during bank holiday. Anyone trading USD pairs during bank holiday is just a FOMO trader. Stupid to trade USD pair during bank holiday. I don't think there's a need to, personally, you know. So that's kind of punishing them. Especially when the USD pair is ranging. Like if it's trending, maybe it's okay, but not if it's ranging. Which one is good, London or New York? I like London overall, man. London is a more clean session. It's a nicer time. We're trying to get back above the daily resistance. If we can get back above here, I start to entertain my higher time frame buys. What is stop looking like? 80 pips here. Do have target long term, 141. It does make sense. To be honest, this move was so predictable on GJ. Yeah, especially when we had the 15 close below. Yes. Thoughts on Donvo's situation? Yeah, I'm not really needing to speak about that topic. You know, everyone keeps asking me. I mean, what you think is what's true, right? You're entitled to your own opinion. I think someone in chat, that guy who lost 50% in chat, was not saying he lost it. He was actually part of, you know. Harry, have you eaten? You look tired. Oh, GU alert came through. No, I'm good, bro. 4 minutes for that close there. Would you consider doing a nursing degree versus trading? Why not both? That's the beauty about trading. Trading can require time during different periods, right? So you're not nursing degree, you're working during the day, you're practicing, you're studying, but then at night you have time. You know, if you can just give an hour a day to learn to trade, that's perfect. You don't need more. You know, just to learn. So do both. I would say that both is it's good to have income before starting to trade. I think a lot of people who start to trade come from, you know, a background of no income. GJFXCM 1 hour no top wick. It's impossible because we closed bearish. So how's there no top wick? bottom wick? There is on 1 hour, there is a bottom wick, yes. There is. You should not put profit targets. I don't like to use profit targets, no. Look, there's your rejection from your 15. So Kyle, you know, you're talking about you missed this trade. What trade did you miss? Yeah, GU pushing through nicely here. This actually could set up for a very juicy sell, guys. Keep an eye out on this actually. This I might be interested soon. 1 hour, no bottom wick here, guys. No bottom wick on 1 hour. Same story on my brokerage, no bottom wick. Yeah, no bottom wick on my broker. If we can retest up here on GU, this will be a nice sell. This will be a nice sell because we will have to make a bottom wick potentially. And at the same time, yeah, this could be interesting. How's GJ doing? All right, GJ's pushed nicely here, so I think we might also set up for buys on GJ. "30-minute close could give buy option here. If you look towards the left, GU continued up without bottom wick and came down in Asian. Yeah, but this, you know, this is what we could expect for the short term here, right? For the short term. Which one are you talking about? On 1 hour? No, 1 hour had a bottom wick here. Oh, this is gold, man. I'm going stupid. My bad. Yeah, it still did have a bottom wick here. So gold rejecting this zone, so be careful about buys on gold at the moment. GU has retested nicely here, man. If we can get some sort of resistance forms, it's very impulsive on 5 minute. I feel like we could retrace some of this move here. I feel like we could retrace some of this move. "15-minute setup too. A lot of strength coming back into the pound here. No bottom wick on this candle here. It's making me hard to get into my buys. Yeah, liquidity candle, yeah. Yeah, this is nice close above daily resistance. Where's 5-minute structure here? Yeah, this is where I want to try execute on some buys from this 5-minute structure here. So basically, higher time frame here, I'll have a buy limit on this zone here. TP is gonna be, so this is based on 4 hour, guys, and then stop loss below the range here, 68 pips below this support here. Can manage if something closes below. And I think this will be a good option here. This is what I'm looking for. Potential swing idea now that we've closed above daily resistance. I'll be looking for the swing. Yeah. Stop loss well below 4 hours. So if this 4 hour candle closes below the 4 hour support, can get out for very small loss. Right? So this is my idea right now. You like trading on Tradingview, MetaTrader 5? I like analyzing on Tradingview. I like analyzing on Tradingview. The thing is, if this thing can actually run, this is going to be a nice position, higher time frame, since we have a lot of room. So this is my current plan here. Any tips on how to control emotion during the day? Yes, don't put yourself in emotional situations. Right? Don't put yourself in emotional situations. And how are you going to do that? How are you not going to put yourself in emotional situations? Leave the charts when the situation starts to get emotional. You feel FOMO, you feel like you want to rush a trade. Whenever you feel those emotions, leave the chart and you're not going to have an emotional situation and you're not going to make mistakes, right? That's like key advice. That's like super duper stuff. So you're looking at a change of character? No, it's pretty simple setup here. So we've come down, we've retested 4 hour support, we dipped a bit below. Then we retested this 15-minute support zone below here. We don't want to just randomly buy. That's not my strategy. I need a setup, right? One of my setups, setup 1, setup 2, one of my price action setups. So now that we've closed bullish above daily resistance, we're back outside the range. So if we can retest down here, then I can get an entry. Right, I can get an entry from here that's going to take me back up to the range, relying on this support to hold. If this support fails, remember this is a high time frame position. Could take days, could take, you know, this session only. I don't know, but I'm not too worried about it playing out too soon. Right, I don't mind me ranging like this for a while. I take this, you know, differently here. Because if we look at daily time frame here, this daily candle can flip, right? This could just be a daily retest. We've even retested this daily support here. I like the looks of this retest, and I'm just trying to capitalize off this GJ bounce here. So yes, I do give myself maybe 1 or 2 of these higher time frame shots per month, which is basically saying let me try catch macro trend here. Because on lower time frame, we can't really find a setup that's going to allow us to get into buys, right? If you look at lower time frame, there's no clean candles or stuff like that that we can basically get into buys, right? So we need kind of more of a higher time frame thing to get into buys. More of a higher time frame analysis to get into buys. Because we don't have normal clean ranges, etc, etc. Now if this candle doesn't come down, if it respects daily support, the only other trade we can look to take, which we will just take as a normal session trade, if we get that set up, is if this candle closes bearish, next one closes above here, I will take that, but I'll take that just as a session trade and actually try to leave runners. So that would be an insane risk to reward if we get that. But both ways I have options now, right? Both ways I have options to take trades. Either it's going to be based on higher time frame here, or it's going to be based on this candle closing bearish, next one closing bullish above, a setup number 1. We have clean candles to here. Use this zone as a watch zone right here, 12, 13 pips away. And then target obviously up here 30 pips and maybe potentially higher. So not too difficult in both. For the GU sells, yes, we can still populate sells from here. We need this candle to close bearish, right? So I'm waiting for the 15 to close bearish to give me a setup 2. I also want to consider this range here. So this will have to be because we broke back into the range. Yesterday, guys who took early gold sells had this problem as well. So I either can sell to the bottom of the range here, or if this closes below, I can look for that as well. Ideally, 5-minute change of structure would be great as well, like this. That would be even more confirmation. So if this 5-minute can close bearish, next one close bullish, and then we close below, also nice. But yeah, if you don't really understand high time frame trading, I recommend you don't execute on this. You know, I'm just being kind enough to share with you guys. So respect that, to respect my me sharing my high time frame opportunities. Hi, I know you're the right person to ask about this, but how do you handle partners' seduction while trading? Partners' seduction while trading. Damn, bro. Lock yourself in a room, brother. Lock yourself in the room. Right? Don't let them come in. How's gold? Gold closes in 6 minutes here. You can even look to take above 500 here as well. You gonna take the higher time frame trade? Yes. Why GBpjpy? We explained it. We explained why the GBpjpy and what we're looking for. If it comes to entry, is it fine to enter? It's not at entry yet, right? We're waiting for the confirmation. You have to reason, right? Don't argue, but reason. If you have a partner, remember, a relationship should be, if there's going to be conflict, it should be conflict to solve a problem, not conflict against each other, right? So this is why a lot of relationships fail, is because there's always conflict between each other, not conflict to solve a problem. So always bring a third party in whenever you're trying to solve a problem in a relationship, and say to yourself, okay, I know we both disagree in this, and what you've said is right in your eyes, but what is the actual problem here? So the problem is maybe you're not giving her enough attention, maybe she's not respecting your work. That's the problem. There's nothing between you two. So stop conflicting each other and more say, let's solve the actual problem. And you'll find the problem may be one or the other, you know, maybe that you're not giving her enough time, one of these things, right? So always think about it like that. And actually that will strengthen a relationship, is if you then solve problems together, not conflict each other. Harry, if you take trades as per your rules, do you think you will be profitable with zero trade management? I think my win rate would be higher, but the results long term will be the same. The problem is, will your psychology keep up to that? That is going to be your problem, is your psychology. Because for a lot of people, if you take extra losses, which will happen if there's zero management, like yesterday you would have taken a loss, it would have flown to TP, right? If we didn't manage yesterday's trade, you would have lost the trade and then it would have gone to TP. So how will that affect you psychologically? So I think that's what will make you a losing trader, is you're going to start to FOMO, get into random trades, do all of this BS, right? So look, you're not closing bearish just yet. GJ buys cooking. Well, hopefully we can close below the resistance here so we can cook the buys. Hi, did you quit a promising couples counseling career to pursue trading? No, I didn't. You just learn things from running businesses, and it's the same mindset in business, right? You should not be conflicting others. You should be solving a problem, right? I mean, people don't understand that psychology. Whenever someone asks me for feedback, I never conflict with them. I try to find what's their problem in whatever they've done. You know? At one point, will the long be invalid above, will be invalid. At one point, at what point the GJ long will be invalid, close above 92, 320. 320. Yeah, I mean, just a close. I mean, if it just starts pushing here, then we just look for lower time frame entries, right? To play this bounce, right? We can start playing it above some highs. We can look for structure to form. Then it's just about lower time frame trading, right? We could look for more buys above here, right? More buys can be above this 30-minute resistance here. That's where we can start to buy above, you know, but this is more going to happen a little bit later. That's the only thing, is it's just going to involve some waiting. Can I buy here now? I don't know, man. I don't think that's up to your plan. It's not in my plan to buy here right now. My plan is on the screen publicly of what I'm planning to do. You know? I'm really looking forward for GU sells if they can set up, bro. Let's see if it can happen. But yeah, this would be pretty okay, right? If we can get into that, testing this zone. I quite like the idea. I wish gold would have given us some sort of pause candle here. I mean, you're closing above 500 in how long? 1 minute here. So yeah, you would have to take it like this as a scalp. Yeah, you're right. Pause candle would have been, yeah, that would have been sweet, right? 34 pips for 32 pips. Yeah, basically a 1-to-1. I would allow that. Allow that. I'll take GJ buys based on this 30 if it closes above 192. Okay, okay, good luck with that. I will join you if it retests my zone. I will join you in it. If 15-minute close above, would it be valid instead of this? I don't like it because there's no structure, right? So, because if you're basing it on 15, then you have to trust it to respect the support. It's still a 63 pip stop loss, right? Still 63 pip stop loss. So it's basically the same as the higher time frame. Higher time frame 69 pip stop loss, right? I work a 9 to 5. I don't have times to trade during the sessions. Do you recommend me to swing trade? I think a lot of the internet promotes swing trading if you have a busy schedule, but you have to remember that you have to be free to take the trade as well. Like the swing trade could come anytime. Could come in 1 hour, could come in 2 hours, could come on 3 hours, whatever. You don't know what time the swing trade is going to come. And if you don't know what time it's going to come, then you know, you have to be free to take that. So that's another thing about swing trading, is that session trading is actually better for a busy schedule, because you could show up to the charts today, this morning, for these 2 hours and be done for the whole day, right? After this, you don't need to show up to the charts. The only difference with swing trading is while you're in a position, you don't really need to manage it. Has a gap here? Yeah, but you can expect gap to be filled. How did GU close here? All right, GU closed with a rejection to begin with here. So we're starting to form a rejection here. $30-minute close below the range. Let's see if we can create some sort of structure here. We might be able to sell early. We wanted a stronger 15-minute candle close bearish. If we can create a little 5-minute pause candle right now. One hour here closes in 27 minutes. Let's see what Hughes got for us here. All right, we tapped this zone. Let's see how this 5-minute closes here, and I might be interested in Jew here. Starting to get below it as well. This could be good. Yeah, this is good. See this little zone if we can get back up to the zone. If we get back up to the zone after closing below, I'm taking a sell here. Back at the zone, I'm taking a sell here with stop loss above the highs, targeting to make a bottom wick on this candle here. It's gonna be my zone. Let's see. Watching on my broker here. Small push up and it will tap that zone. All right. So we're tapping that zone now. Almost triggered me in. There we go. So yeah, See how this goes. Idea is to flip the 1 hour here. If it gets back to the top, basically just here, because 5 minute now closed below the zone I wanted it to close below. So I just took it based on this 5 minute closing here. And the idea is 15 minute setup too. For the GJ here, guys, I'm not going to be entering this GJ now because I'm in this other trade. So I'm just going to be looking at GU here for sells. 1-to-1 will be somewhere around here. It's a setup 2, that's the plan. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Harry, there is a supply zone where you have your SL, but for me, plan is to tap that supply, then I'll get my confirmation. Where is your supply zone on? I'm looking more at setup number 2. Depends what time frame your supply zone's on. I think we retested this resistance here. I'm kind of betting on this candle, no bottom wick here. This could flip in last 21 minutes, right? Especially if 30 can close bearish here as well. Deep bearish, 15 can close bearish here in 6 minutes would be good. We have this 15 zone we should watch as well. Around this zone here, if we start to see it reject this 15 zone, we should watch it. Ideally, we need this 15 to close back outside the range. If it doesn't close outside the range, that's where we'll have issues. Five minute no top wick. I expect it to make a top wick here for sure. Hopefully we can break the lows to give us a thunderstorm. Yeah, we needed to see it break these lows here ideally. It needs to stop reacting off this 15. We need to stop reacting off this 15. Yeah, it's the range. It's our previous range, right? So this is where we're gonna get our higher low. So the whole idea is this next 15 closes below. We have to wait 3 minutes here, survive 3 minutes. If we can't close below, we have problems. So we'll have to see this. We'll have to see if we can respect 1 minute range. So yeah, how long left till this candle close here? Yeah, 3 minutes. So let's see. There we go. Now we broke the lows. This is what we wanted, to break the lows, right? Still reacting off this zone. 1 minute 46 seconds here. Oh, I don't like this rejection here. Can we reject off this zone here? We need to make sure this is harsh rejection right now. At these daily levels, yeah, that's kind of my hard break-even zone. 1 minute 20, can we survive? Guys, I want you to be ready at entry here. Potentially, we're gonna manage at entry if this 1 minute starts moving fast up. Otherwise, this will be a liquidity grab. We have to be careful. We have to be careful right now. I don't like how it grabbed liquidity from the lows, wants to get back in the range. So be ready that if this 5 minute candle flips, I'm gonna be ready to close here, all right? "42 seconds. Can we close below, Mr. GU? Come on, close below. Close below. 36 seconds. Close below. No, not up, down." See what 1 minute's doing here. We need it just to close below this support. Can retest previous 1 minute range and still go down? Yes. As long as it closes below here, right? We just need it to close below the previous range. That's what I need right now. If it doesn't close below this previous range, the trade becomes invalid. All right, we did close below here. Need a top wick. 5 minute as well, close below. Here's a 15-minute top wick. There we go. Retest the top of 1 minute range. Can we get the flip is the question. Alright, so this is the retest here to this previous range here. This is where we want to see rejection. No rejection here, we have problems. Hopefully not a 1 minute FU. Can retest this 5 minute here as well. 1 minute, we want to see it close below the range and reject right now. If I see it close above like this, not trusting it too much. There we go, rejected the range, perfect. So now we need the flip to come through. Once this flips, it shouldn't need to reflip and break those highs. We should just flip now with that volume there. We retested range. We should just be able to flip. Struggling, guys, it's struggling. Where's the volume? This is where we actually need to just dump right now. Otherwise, I'll look to manage. Because this is looking more bullish accumulation. Grab liquidity from the lows, grab liquidity to the highs, not breaking down. That's what's key. We're not breaking down. So if this 5 minute can close bullish, then it's going to be bullish accumulation. Once it flips, it doesn't make sense to come up, yeah. We will watch lower time frame here. Like this should not need to create rejection wick and then create support. We need to be breaking support. Can we flip now? This is the one that should flip. Perfect, 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 perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what we did. Do you get triggered? No, I went full risk on GU here. I'm full risk in GU. I didn't want to double risk this. Double loss, you know. Alright, now that we broke the lows, if this comes back to entry, guys, I'm going to consider managing my trade, right? I'm going to consider managing my trade if we come back to entry. Beautiful 5 minute close here on GU as well. So yeah, if we come back to entry here, I'm going to consider managing, right? Because we have no point to come back to entry right now. After flipping, after 1 minute structure, if we're going to keep chopping in here. So yeah, basically what I'm looking like is probably a management something like this. I don't mind taking a little bit off this, allow it to tap my entry, 0.9 pips here. I don't mind. If you want to cover for commission, then make sure to just close at entry here, right? So you're covered for commission. But we have no reason to flip here. No reason to flip. But I'll allow it to tap entry here. For me, I'll allow it to tap entry. .30 minute candle closes here in 8 minutes. Yeah, we need this to push down here. little bit slow for us, a little bit slow. I don't know what 1 minute is doing here. This is the worst barcode I've ever been stuck in. Look at this, full barcode, heavy drop down. Can we just go? Yeah, we're seeing a bit of range being formed here. This needs to dump right now, man. Oh, it's tapping my entry now. Can we reject from my entry? Alright, I closed there, I closed there. Closed there as that popped up. Right, so basically I had my stop loss above the 1 minute structure, so 0.7 pips here. And that's it, man. 0.7 pips. If you're still in, you have a chance to close that entry. So yeah, basically break even here. Right, I just took 0.7 as an option here, but gave it a shot, didn't want to do anything. What can I do about it, right? Break even trade, it just sucks. No volume here, no volume for that. 0.7 I decided here, if you didn't get out, here's your chance to get out. But yeah, I decided 0.7 pips because I really don't mind that. That's about, you know, $60. I don't mind giving $60. So yep, some people close B with commission, which is good. Grabbed your commission. But yeah, make sure to manage. If you didn't close in time, here's your chance to close at break even. If you're still gonna hold the trade, then you have to hold original stop loss. But I'm sick of these break evens. What to do? It's just part of the game. How's GJ doing? GJ moving down here. I mean, I could enter my high time frame trade at the moment technically. Could jump right back into another trade. But yeah, make sure you're managing the trade, guys, please. Close with $5 profit. Nice. Yeah, let's see how much with commission here. Yeah, so the position here lost $50, and then with commission another 70. So that's it. So yeah, what to do? This thing probably will fly up, you know, based on breaking that range. And if it flies up, then that'll be it. Or hopefully it doesn't dump down after we do that, right? Hopefully it doesn't dump down. GU pushing down? Really? Let's have a look. Holy shit, boys. What the fuck, man? Are you kidding me? No way, bro. No chance. Oh, no! Fuck! That's not fair, bro. That's not fair. Man, I'm telling you someone's watching our stream, man. Shit. Yo. That's not fair with how this is. That's all good, man. I'm still in the trade. Well, yeah, look to secure profits. You're at your 1-to-1 right now. That's a win trade, man. That's a win trade. But look at the bullshit I get. Man. Man. That's a win trade, man. We broke this down perfectly. Shit, I'm so unlucky today. Yeah, that's how it's been on me for stream recently. Unbelievable, bro. What? No way that happens today like that. That's the first time that's happened like that to me. It's like they're watching, right? Right, Harry's out, boom. That's nuts. It's literally like Harry's out, boom. Next candle. That's funny, man. That's funny. All good though, but it's what's nice is to see the idea play out. Anyways, we made a decision. It's all good though. The worst thing is if I lost, right? If I lost, I would be upset. Like took a full loss on that. That would be shitty, right? That would be shitty for that. But let's see how many pips it gave here before rejecting right now. Our entry was here. You're up about 7 pips, almost a 1-to-1, but should give you that 1-to-1. That's nice. I would like to journal that. Yeah, this is trading though. This is trading, but this is a nice position. This should be considered basically a win in my books. Definitely a win in my books. It's just, I don't know, I guess full SL option today. Yeah. That's your 1-to-1 hit almost here. 9. I'm sure it will hit it. I'll be surprised that it doesn't. Yeah, there you go. And now to flip to make the 1 hour bottom wick. Yeah, that was a perfect plan. Wow. Unlucky for me today, boys. Unlucky. Have your excuses ready, loser? Yeah, man. My excuses are nothing. I just said it's unlucky for me today. Maybe to you this seems a bit doom and gloom because you're still in the stream. It's unbelievable to me that you're still in the stream, man. I think you really need to get a life, brother, unfortunately. But to you it might seem something, but this was a perfect 1-to-1 trade here. Perfect 1-to-1 trade. Look at GJ. Yeah, GJ dumping through here. Glad I didn't enter on anything yet. Would have had to hold drawdown. So yeah, not taking the higher time frame as I was in gold here. So not gold, sorry, GU here. But yeah. Yeah, man, we don't need people like that who just come here. He's still watching the stream, which is, you know. Should I say it's a win even though I exited? No, I mean, technically in journal, no. But this can make a perfect reel. I did enter when I said, oh shit, GJ triggered 2% on that one. Why 2% on that one? That's crazy shit. Because it's swing? No, this is intra. This is not like that higher time frame fully. This is like a 4-hour based thing. Why 2%? That's nuts, bro. I was gonna go 0.5 in that. Look at the risk to reward. Ban and block list that guy? Yeah, I banned him. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing there, Claudio, with that. But hopefully you have a plan. %, man, is a lot. How much are you risking 2% on your normal trades though? If you're risking 2% on your normal trades, fine. Then it's considered a normal trade. I don't disagree with it. Fine. I don't disagree with it. No problem. But if it's, yeah. If it's your normal risk is, why would you go double down on a bigger time frame? Because this is not 100 pip, 200 pip stop, right? It's just a 60. But it's not a full stop loss. Swing, if you really want to swing, stop loss has to go below 4-hour structure here. That's okay, a 2% trade, because now you're protected, right? And now your swing would be below here, 130. Just to get back up here is more than a 1-to-1 and continuation. Adjusted now swing, yeah, but now you're risking how much, bro? 10%? %. Bro, I missed it. I'm still laughing, bro. It's annoying, but shit, man. I needed that. That win would have been nice for everyone to catch, but wow. That's a perfect 1-to-1 there. You know? So, that's your trade. Congrats to everyone who caught it. Right? How many people did end up holding in chat though? How many people in chat held? I'm interested to see. Just I don't mind if you didn't hold. I mean, I did the same, but how many people in chat held? Just interested to see. Held to daily? Nice. Oh wow, a lot of people. Check out chat, guys. Look how many people. Well, I hope you guys closed here. Look how many people held, man. I hope you took profit at the 1-to-1. Shit, man. Looks like it's only me. Ah, my camera's out of battery now. Damn. Alright, alright. Few people held here. Nice, nice, nice. Well, leave a like on stream if you held. Let me fix this camera here. Nice. 50 minutes. It was in a retest entry. Was interesting. Yeah, it was pretty cool entry, right? I mean, today was super educational into how I caught that entry, because you see how we waited for the extra confirmation of the 5 getting below our previous range before taking it, and then retest entry. How would we journal? Set up 2 15-minute. It's just one of our textbook setup. We spoke about these cells. Yeah. Should I consider a win on my journal? Did you win? Did you close in profit? Yes. If you didn't, no. Price has not reached my target. The way trading is going, might sell more. Yeah, I mean, if it hasn't reached your target, but just remember, we are inside of a 4-hour range here, right? So that's the only thing I want you to consider. Otherwise, all things look good here to hold further down. 1 hour didn't make its bottom wick, but the idea was good here, right? The idea was good. Cheers, David. Have a good day, brother. We might have a gold breakout now. Yeah, I think break of the high would have been it. Oh yeah, this was the option here on gold, this 15 minutes. Sorry, we were in GU. But yeah, this is gold's option right now. You'd be up about 12 pips, stop loss around 20 pips, target 25 pips, yeah. So I'd say you should break even at the 1 hour level. You have a 1 hour, yeah, so no break even. No break even till you reach the top of the range if you're in gold right now. 5 minute as well is clean, so yeah, I think TP. Get your 1-to-1 and call it a day. That's going to be your plan here. That's going to be your plan. That's going to be your plan, yeah. Hi, how much you risk per trade? Percentage wise, I consider like 1%, 1,000, so 1%. That's how it's calculated. But yeah, congrats to everyone who took that trade. Nice little win. I don't know how to journal this. I'll probably put in my stream journal as obviously break even, which sucks to take 3 in a row. When's the last time I've taken 3 in a row like that? Here. Jesus. Or minus 1, 0.9. We can put something here. We'll see how to journal this. Shout out 2. $11.35. since I had the manage, it's actually minus 0.1 for me, since I had the manage, right? So you have to be accurate with that, right? We have to be accurate with our percentages here, right? Make sure that we are accurate here. You get what I'm saying? TP hit. Why does your gold look different on Owanda? Let's have a look on Owanda how gold looks. True. So then, yeah, your break-even point would be this resistance here. Very true, guys. Very true. It looks completely different. Yeah, this would be your break-even zone on gold right now is here. So if you're in gold buys right now, that's where you would look to take be break-even, right? Damn, that's unlucky. But it is what it is. Yeah, so watch this zone here, right? That's why we have this zone. GBP USD. Maybe we get entries later. We'll see what ends up happening. More entries. But I think that's pretty much it for today. Pretty good session. Good trade here. What an analysis on GBP USD for the shorts. Congrats to everyone on chat taking GBP USD sells here. And yeah, you know, very, very clean. Very simple. And yeah, second of the month. Very active already in trading. I think we just need to give it a bit more room. And that's what I need to do, you know, that's what I need to do. And I think things will be good here. So that's my personal plan. Obviously, yesterday took 2 wins. Today, I'm a little bit, I would say, you know, break even for me, to be honest, based on my risk. But this GU trade was a TP hitting trade, but it was pretty funny to see what happened, right, guys? I guess it's entertaining. It happens to the best of us, right? It happens to the best of us, even when I gave it space. If I'm looking here, yeah, honestly, that's where my SL was, right here above these highs. I didn't expect it to need to retest this, but maybe I should have gone here as management SL, maybe above here. But you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda, very hard. Overall happy with how the trade played out. Yeah, overall happy with how the trade played out. So yeah, that's how it is. Congrats to everyone who took TP. Enjoy your profits. And yeah, I'll catch you guys hopefully on tomorrow's stream. Leave a subscribe if you're new. With that being said, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you all.